every week we'll give away a $25 gift certificate.
Wow.
You're thinking of selling your home. Now what? So the first thing obviously is you have two choices. You can try to sell it on your own, or you can call a real estate agent, a realtor like us.
And we discuss strategies with you to make sure that we want to make sure the right people come in and you have a lot of interest in your home so we can get the offers.
Right. But do not overprice your home. Price your home right, or even slightly underpriced to get the best possible price for the home.
And the more you listen to us, the better team we're going to be.
If you're thinking of selling, buying, we are here for you. Our promise always is, number one, your interest first. Number two, with honesty and integrity.
Absolutely.
And we'll not do it any other way.
Welcome to Real Estate On Track on ITV Gold, airing every Friday at 8 p.m. with a Sunday repeat at 8 p.m. And for real estate questions, you can reach out to them at 732-494-2211. And once again, let's welcome the seasoned brother-sister duo in 2024.
That's right. 2024 is here.
Time flies. And
Yes.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year, everyone.
To you and yours. May it be healthy, prosperous,
Happy and blessed.
happy and blessed.
Yes.
So tell me, Sanjeev ji and Alka, first of all, what are we trying to do anything different in 2024 with our show or anything?
Yes, so like we were talking, and I'm glad you are starting it. I thought we'll end it that way. We don't know how many people are watching the show. Are you? Which means you are, obviously, if you're listening to us. So we are starting this whole thing. We want to know how we are doing. Mayor Koch in New York used to ask this all the time.
Yes.
How am I doing? So we want to know how are we doing. So our email address is on the bottom, as you can see. Sanjeev@ontrackrealty.com, Alka@ontrackrealty.com, or you can send it to Pia. Pia, what's your email address?
That's Pia at ITV Gold.
Pia@itvgold.com. Send us your comments. How do you like the show? What did you like in this show? Every week there is a show. Tell us how we did, what questions you may have, what you learned from the show, good, bad, how you would like us to improve. Maybe Alka smiles too much, you can tell us stop, or I don't smile, you can tell us more. Either way, we appreciate your honest feedback.
Yeah.
And for that, we're saying we will, based on the comments we receive, every week we'll give away a $25 gift certificate.
Wow.
So that gift certificate will be one a week based on, let's say only one person writes, then that one person gets it. Let's say 10 people write, then one person gets it based on what feedback we got, how much effort you took to put the feedback. So going forward, that will be it. Now we'll have to remember everything, or my suggestion is we record this and just put it in there, and every time, whether my sweater changes in the show or not, doesn't matter.
No.
Because we'll forget this all the time.
Yeah, but we will remind you. What we want to do is give you value, and we want to make sure that every time you tune in, that we're giving you value for what you're watching, because time is valuable and that's all everyone has. And you're spending your time with us, and we want to make sure we are giving you value. So give us your feedback, and then for that'll be our token.
No. What I meant was, instead of me having to and you having to read
we will do it every week. I'll do it every week.
Okay, all right. So you did it today too, right?
No, I will take care of it.
All right. So in any case, $25 is nothing really. It's a token. It's more of a way of saying thank you for writing to us, taking the time. Your feedback is so invaluable for us.
Yes.
That's what we are looking for. And we want to see how many people are seeing the show, or are we only talking to ourselves? The show is airing, but nobody is listening. So what good is that also?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Good. So that's new. You asked what's new? That's new this year. And hopefully we'll not forget it, because we want to make this consistent the whole year.
I'm really excited about that.
Good.
You just said that $25.
By the way, Pia said she's hoping nobody writes, and
that
then
she
she
can
wants a
collect the
party
$25.
for it. So please, I want to give her a party. We'll give you a separate
party.
Anytime.
since, this is the new year, new beginnings, so what are we going to start the show with today? Are we going to be talking about us, selling our home from beginning of like the initial stage to the end? Is that
why don't we do just that?
Yeah.
So you're thinking of selling your home. Now what? So the first thing obviously is you have two choices. You can try to sell it on your own, or you can call a real estate agent, a realtor like us. So let's say you decided it's not for you, it's for a professional to handle, and you give us a call. So that will be number one
Before
step.
you move on to that, I just want to ask you, when should a person feel like, no, they should maybe sell this home and go for another house?
So a little different question, but
That's a good question.
it is a need-based thing. When should you sell your home to buy another home? The home is too small for you. The home is too big for you. You just won a lotto and you really want a big home even when you don't need it. So there could be other reasons too. There could be many reasons.
Why
But
people sell.
typically these are the three reasons. And the fourth reason is you have to relocate. You don't have a choice.
Job relocation.
Job relocation, moving back to India, many other
Yes,
things.
yes.
But you have to. Want to and have to are different things. I want a bigger home, I need a smaller home, blah, blah, blah. I have to move. The job gives you no option at that point at all.
Yeah.
So those are the reasons.
Absolutely.
Was that your question?
Yes.
Okay. So once you have called us, I think Alka had mentioned that actually in one of the episodes, we come and take a look at your home. We give you a free market evaluation. You decide whether we are the right agents for you based on our honesty, integrity, putting you first. See, a lot of these things
Can't be said.
cannot, they are, you have to feel it, experience it.
Yeah.
Anybody can say we put clients first, but are we putting clients first?
Yeah.
Are we thinking about you even when you are not thinking about you?
Yeah.
That's putting people first, right?
Yeah.
So our promise is we will do that. So now we've decided to put the home on the market. The home has gone on the market, and then what?
Well, the home then we have to have showings. We have to give you feedback. We have to say, what are people talking about your home, right? So what happens is when we look at our home, we're all biased about our own home. But when a buyer comes in, the buyer walks in and gives you actual feedback. They will give you ground reality. And we discuss strategies with you to make sure that we want to make sure the right people come in and you have a lot of interest in your home so we can get the offers.
Right. But there is one other thing that we do before, and I know you had covered it already. In the past, one other thing we do is before the home goes on the market, we are telling you, fix this, don't fix
of
that.
course. Yeah.
Make sure the landscaping is taken care of, all that, because it's called preparation of the home.
Absolutely.
More we prepare the home, the better. You have a furnace in the home and you didn't change the filter in last 6 years. Better change it now. But if not today, at least better change it as the inspection
Comes on. HGTV is a great thing to watch, even if you're just starting to think of selling your home.
No,
right?
I don't think so. I think ITV Gold Friday 8 p.m. is a great thing to watch too.
Yes, of course. But what you start to see is visuals, right? So we're not talking about visuals here. But HGTV shows you what are the color schematics. It shows you what should the stage room. So when we come in to take a look at it, it's not because we're telling you to do that. It's because that is what's selling in the market. Right. They say a picture speaks volumes, right? So that's what we're talking about.
Right. So in the process,
ITV Gold is fine though.
Yes.
Right?
So in the process, now that we have prepared the home, an offer has come in, or offers have come in. So now the next process
before
is
you talk
negotiating.
about the offer, who decides the pricing on the house?
We help.
As a team.
Actually, the seller decides the price, but we guide them how to decide the price.
Okay.
Now, the tip here, and we've been doing this show for a while, the tip again is do not overprice your home. Price your home right, or even slightly underpriced to get the best possible price for the home. Let's put it at X number and we'll take X minus. Not a great strategy at all. In today's market, people are paying, even today, way over asking price. But only if you're pricing it right. If you're overpricing, there are homes that are not selling even today because they're overpriced. So pricing right, together, we are there to guide you. Alka is there to guide you. Our team is there to guide you. And then you decide what's right. But don't say my home is worth more. We don't decide what the home is worth. The buyers out there decide what the home is worth, and if it's worth more to them, you list it for 500 instead of 525, and the offers come at 550. You list it at 575, and offers don't come. So do it right, and that's what we are here for you. We are there to guide you to get you the best possible price in the shortest period of time. Makes sense?
Right. And to get you the right terms, because you don't want to get a price and then realize, okay, you know what, the market doesn't support the price, and then appraisals don't happen and things like. So we want to make sure that not only do you get that price, but it closes. So we're here as a team, and I always say that to everyone when we walk in, that we win together, and we don't want to lose together. We want to win together. And the more you listen to us, the better team we're going to be. And the more you make, the more we make. So,
and remember, we said clients first. And when we guide you, we are putting you first to make sure you get the highest possible price in the shortest period of time. And like Alka said, if it doesn't close, nothing matters. So we want to make sure it closes by doing the right things.
Yes.
So now the offer is negotiated, right? The offer is negotiated with the help of our team, and our goal is to get the best possible price for you. We look at all the terms in the offer.
That's right. More than price, it's not only price that matters, it's also terms that matter, right? What are the type of closing dates you're looking for? What are the appraisal terms? What are the down payment terms? What mortgages are they going for? So we look at all of that for you to make sure that there's no pitfalls in the contract. We're not attorneys. Your attorneys will actually review the contract, but in the terms of the contract, we're looking at it for you.
Excellent. And then might as well let Alka take the next step. So
Next
now the contract, I'm saying you should take over, but I'll lead it there. So
this is how our life works.
Right.
He thinks he's going to let me make the decision.
So the inspection contingency and financing contingency. Go ahead. What
That's
happens
right. So then there are 3 contingencies in any contract. It's attorney review, inspections, and then the mortgage contingency. So we want to make sure that we're following up on all of those dates to make sure that the contract is being abided by, right? That's the contract thing. Before inspections, again, we'll go through it. We'll have you looked at the home and make sure that inspections are going to be kind of taken care of. We'll connect you with a handyman, make sure that things are being repaired so that the laundry list on the inspections is small, right?
Right. And make sure you are not walking around with the inspector every moment of it. The inspector is
you shouldn't even be home at the inspection.
Inspector is going to the home and taking your home apart.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, some sellers get so nervous, thinking, my God, what is wrong with my home? Nothing is wrong with your home. The inspector is doing his job or her job. All they're saying is, we feel this thing needs attention now. This will need attention in the future. This is the maintenance item. This is X. This is Y. This is Z. Don't worry about it. If you're there, you'll get very nervous. Try to be not at home. And if you're at home because it's snowing outside or raining outside or whatever, then sit in the corner, let them inspect everything, and you'll be okay with it.
Inspection is a negative process. They're not there to say how beautifully the home is kept. Their job, and they have to prove their worth, their job is to find every flaw in your house. So if you're there, you're just going to be working up your BP for no reason. So please go have coffee, go do whatever.
Eat some bhajiyas,
eat some bhajiyas, go eat pakode, go eat. Yeah, whatever you want. Go to the mall, but take those 2 hours and get out of the house for yourself. It's a word of advice to you. Even when people are showing the home, don't be at home. People can't open up, drawers. People can't look at the home properly if you're there. So there's sometimes you just need to get out of the house. Just leave and leave it to the experts.
So inspection contingency is then done after all the agreements are done. Financing is done. The appraiser comes to the home.
Absolutely.
The appraiser's job again is to make sure the price the home sold for is right. And that's why in the beginning, in the terms, like Alka was saying, did we get the appraisal waived? Did the buyer waive the appraisal? How much was the appraisal waived for? All those things will come into picture. Once all that is done, these contingencies are done, now we have to prepare the home for getting ready to close. The CO has to be done. CO is Certificate of Occupancy. Not every town requires it, but the towns that require each town has a different procedure. There is also an inspection called smoke and carbon monoxide inspection. That is a requirement in every town. That's a state requirement. However, the CO requirement is not there in every town. And there are time frames. In some cases, the town may take 2 weeks to come to the home, 3 weeks to come to the home. So prepare that in advance. If you leave it to the last minute, all of a sudden you cannot close because you don't have a CO.
That's right.
And without the CO, you cannot close. So that's what you have to remember at that point. And now the closing date is there.
That's right.
Right? What do we do now? So we have a 10-day checklist that we provide to our clients. The checklist goes to them and saying, hey, do X, Y, Z. And one of those things is, have you called the post office and switched it to the new address? Because what if your mail keeps coming to the old thing?
Right.
Or your utilities, are you canceling the utilities to make sure the buyer has in the name and you're not paying? The buyer doesn't call and you're going on paying for the utilities.
And these all seem like very small items and very common sense items, but when you're going through the packing and the moving and all of that stuff, this type of a checklist comes in so handy because it's something to remind you, oh my God, it's like an item you can cross off, because moving is the 5th most stressful thing in life.
So what are first 4?
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, because I have never heard of that.
You've never?
No.
Oh my God. Okay. So believe it or not, public speaking is number 1.
And we're not stressed at all.
But we're also not in front of 400 people. Public speaking is when you're standing in front of other people. So we're not doing public speaking. 1. Second is the death of a loved one. Third is marriage. 4th is divorce. And 5th is moving.
Wow. So how do you make moving less stressful?
Yes.
And one of the couple of ways I heard that really makes so much sense, that is not on a checklist, but first make sure you have all your medicines in one place. Because you're about to move, and if you packed everything and you have not marked your box, you don't have medicine for next day.
That's important.
You want to also make sure all your toiletries are there for next day when you go to the home. The soap, the brush, the toothpaste, everything is also in one place. You also want to make sure certain clothes and all are in set. What we're talking about is things that you will need immediately.
Should be packed separately.
Should be
basic necessities.
Basic necessities.
Yes.
You have expensive glassware. Make sure that is packed properly. All of these things at the last minute will create havoc. Now, we also know that no matter how big your moving truck is, at the end, there will be things left in the home that you never thought of packing.
It's amazing, but your house produces stuff. So the day you're moving, you will realize that your kitchen cabinets actually are creating things from outside. Because you open up, you're like, where is this stuff coming from? Because there's so much stuff. We all have a lot of stuff.
Right. And for that, that's why there's a moving truck.
Yes.
The moving truck serves that one purpose. Yeah. So that's the process from beginning of thinking of selling to the end actually moving.
Yeah. And our job is to make it very seamless for you, make it look easy for you so that the stress is not yours. Again, as a team, the stress is ours. You have to go through your own processes, but we're there to remind you to make sure you're on track.
Right.
And yes, the pun is intended.
Right. And you know, the seamless process is what this is all about. A good surgeon comes in, does the surgery, it's all over and nothing went wrong. You would rather have a good surgeon who comes and does everything and nothing goes wrong, instead of a surgeon who comes and says, sorry, I made a mistake and let me go back and cut you again.
Right.
That's not the surgeon you want. You want somebody who makes seamless, and then you say, hold on, but you did nothing. No, we made the process seamless. It's a stressful process.
It is very stressful.
We make it simple, we make it easy, or we try to do it. Sometimes, no matter what you try, because there are so many moving parts in this. There are 2 attorneys.
Nothing in life is absolute.
Right.
Nothing in life is every time.
Right.
So,
but we want to make sure we know that it is an unseamless process, that we try to make it as seamless as possible. 2 attorneys, mortgage companies, inspectors, buyers, sellers. There's so much going on in there.
Right.
Okay. So that's about it. If you're thinking of selling, buying, we are here for you. Our promise always is, number 1, your interest first. Number 2, with honesty and integrity.
absolutely.
And we'll not do it any other way. We
That's our promise.
don't want the business
Yes.
if it doesn't work that way.
And again, if the show was good for you and if you think that you learned something, make sure you write us an email and get your $25 Amazon gift
It's a
card.
very small.
Otherwise, I'll get it.
Otherwise, Priya gets
It's
it.
a very small way of saying thank you.
Yep. Thank you and Happy New Year and thank you for watching us.
So Sanjeev ji, it's already 2024 and we have talked about goals and some people have set their goals already written on the paper. So what next?
A few days of first year have already gone, 2024. How days have gone are absolute indicator of how days will go. So how did we spend these first few days of the new year? Have we taken action every single day that we promised? So let's say your goal was to lose 10 pounds in 2024. And to lose 10 pounds, you were not going to eat white bread and you were going to walk 3 miles a day. You promised that. First day happened, you ate a lot of bread and you didn't walk. Second day happened and you ate more bread and you didn't walk. Third day, you didn't eat bread and you walked. Fourth day, you ate bread and you didn't walk. See, if that inconsistency has already been there, oh well, but it was New Year, I had company, oh well, but it was cold, whatever. The goals that we set will only be met if we take the action daily. All good intentions mean nothing if we don't act. So whatever your goals were, first, congratulations to put them in writing.
That's right.
Because only 3% people put goals in writing. They're in our mind, but they're not on the paper. In the mind, mind is all over all the time. Paper, take index cards, put one index card in your car, put one index card in your wallet or purse, put one index card in your bathroom mirror.
And keep a copy on your phone too.
And keep
Just
a copy on your
case.
as many copies.
Look at
Wherever.
Priya, you go girl.
Good, and she's pointing at her beautiful phone case and saying, hey, this phone. So you write your big reasons why. Why do I want to lose 10 pounds? See, big reasons will lead you to smaller actions every day. And then you're monitoring, okay, I didn't walk yesterday. I was supposed to walk 2 miles. Can I do 3 today and 3 tomorrow? And catch up and make up those. I ate the bread, but can I not do it for 2 more days? Whatever your commitment was, whether it was health goal, financial goal, spiritual goal, God goal, whatever goal it was, have we started implementing it daily?
Yeah.
And
But
what is
writing them
stopping?
down definitely helps because they say when you write it down, the universe will work to help you.
The universe will work if you work.
Yes, of course.
So it has to be, you have to be taking those actions
Yeah.
every day. You wrote it, but now what?
Yes.
Wrote it, I will tell my team at OnTrack Realty, write your goals, and they write it, but then what? What good are written goals if you're not going to take action daily? And remember, there will be setbacks. Remember, there will be days you won't feel like it. Those are the days we have to do it. The days we feel like is great. Instead of 2 miles, walk 3 miles that day. But the days we don't feel like, at least walk a mile instead of 2 miles. That will take care of everything. So we set the goals. Now, what was your question? And we set the goals and now you take action.
Yeah.
And don't look at the scale every day. It's not necessary. If your goal was 10 pounds and you keep on looking at the scale for first month and you don't lose anything, what happens to our motivation?
Goes down.
It goes to zero.
Yes.
We think, yeah, we're not losing it, eat more bread and forget the walking, right?
Right.
So don't look at those things every day. Know that the body is slowly losing and it is working with you for you. Or finances are slowly working for you. You take your action, everything else will fall in place.
Somehow
And
it always
put-
comes up to the finance.
And and God first always. Because
Always.
leave the results to Him. Take action.
Absolutely.
Leave the results to Him because nobody knows how to control it better than He does.
Absolutely. Yes.
And with that, Happy New Year again.
Yes.
We wish you the very best and Pia to you too.
And we
Thank
look
you so
forward to
much and
giving
same
away.
to you and we'll be back next week, same time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.